Welcome back, boys and girls, to Star Ocean: The Last Hope. This is E.T. Young for this. Last time we got here to Cardianon, did some stuff, and yeah, we're gonna be going on to my least favorite part of Cardianon, a friggin' maze of laser walls and doom, death, and destruction, and yeah, I don't like this one bit. One of the reasons why I left off last part, I just didn't want to do it in the same recording session. Actually, this recording session is pretty much like I said, I don't like this section. This recording session is actually happening about 3 weeks, I want to say, after, maybe 3.5 weeks after last episode. So yeah, I am so glad I have a freaking backlog of episodes. Now, the thing is, the reason why it's been that way, and you guys won't notice this, but, you know, I've been busy with a bunch of crap, or whenever I have time recording, I don't feel like recording, and I had to tear myself, like physically almost tear myself away from Tales of Grace's F. It was a brand new game that just barely came out not too long ago. Last week, in the US. It's one of those games that I wanted. I seriously wanted from when it was in development. I found out about it when it was still in development, and it's just like, holy crap! Which was 3 years ago. I found out about it 3 years ago. And I am a fan of games that have basically this type of fighting style that Star Ocean, Tales of series, that they have. Now, the battle system of Tales of Grace is a little bit different from Star Ocean, so I'm still in the mentality of Tales of Graces, so if I mess up on a fight, or do something really interesting, or screw up on blind sides, well, that's why. Anyway, real quick, just to point out something, that room down south of us is where we need to go. That is our ultimate goal. However, we can't get in there. How do we get in there, you ask? By taking the long way. Yeah! The only reason why I came down here is because of those 2 treasure chests in the room. If you guys want to do the 100% treasure trophy, like I said, this is your only chance to get the trophies in this area. There's treasure chests in this area, because we will no longer be, after we get finished with this, stupid fetching dragon thingy. Death to you. Yeah, as soon as we get done with this area, which, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be able to get to right before the boss on this part, and then the next part we'll go off and face the boss of this area. I'm not giving any promises, because it's been a while since I've played this game. I don't know my way around this maze all that much. I usually try, when I play this game, I usually try to rush this maze, because it's really, really annoying. I don't like it all that much. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to get through as fast as we can. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of treasure chests around here. Like, some of these gates look like they'll stay up, or look like they'll come down, but sometimes they'll stay up just because they're stupid dicks about it. And so, some of the walls look like they'll fade away, like this wall right next to me off to my left. It will blink and look like it's going to go down, but even when it's blinking, you still run into it. So it's just one of those things that you have to watch out on the laser walls of Doom. Yeah, like that. it just does it. It's annoying as hell, and I don't like this part at all. Well, this entire Cardianon place I do not like. We did learn about the Epiphanies of Guidance earlier, and it does have... yeah, it's just an entire maze of doom, death, and destruction that I want to get out of. I'll go ahead and look through the items after I get out of here. I don't want to mess around with people's equipment, and right now I just want to get out of here. And this isn't even the worst part of it. This room right here. Visibility is low, freaking laser walls of death, and ow. Come on, stay down, please. And all the enemies going around. The enemies here in this aren't affected by the laser walls. For some odd reason, they are not affected by the laser walls. They'll just go ahead and right through them, even though you sit there and hit the laser balls. Now, some video games are actually quite stupid. Well, not stupid. Quite annoying in the fact that your whole entire party takes damage whenever you run into an obstacle on the map like this, and so you have to go and heal up or do something. Anyway, some games takes what? No, holy crap! I am not going in there. I am not going in there with those two. Oh, that is a death sentence waiting to happen. But yeah, fortunately for me and for people actually playing this game, you don't take any damage whatsoever if you run into those laser walls. They just slow you down and stun you for a bit, and have all sorts of fun stuff going your way. So that if there is an enemy nearby, they'll run into you. Now, I'm not going to go to the left here. Actually, I can't go to the left because laser wall. Yes. Now, the thing with this area, we can actually see pretty darn good right here. We can actually see enemies and avoid them and do all sorts of fun stuff. However, there's a big however here. We are unable to see the laser walls because of, well, simple physics, foggy room. If you've actually ever played with laser pointers, which, you know, some of you should. They're fun. Just don't point them into people's eyes. It gets annoying. Alright, not to mention it's irritating, but you can also potentially blind the person that you're trying to go put a laser to the eye, so don't do it. Unless you're actually trained in the art of actual laser eye surgery, then I would suggest you to not, I would beg you to not shine lasers into people's eyes. It's not fun being blind. And this is coming from a guy who wears glasses, by the way. Yes, I do wear glasses. My eyesight is not as good as it should be. Probably because I don't have enough money to go to the eye doctor and go get me a new pair of glasses. Whatever. Yeah, whine or pee, baby. But, so yeah. Enough of these random battles already. Can I just get out of here, please? Now, some of these laser walls actually do go down, and there's those two dragons again that I don't want to fight. Damn you! Enough of the freaking random battles. Yeah, there's some of these laser walls that will go down in here if you don't. Screw you, I'm leaving this battle in. If you actually, you can get lucky and get through this area without activating any of the fog or mist or whatever, and it'll actually be semi... Who the crap healed him? Seriously, that is the first time I've ever seen at least here on Cardianon, the enemies get healed by that type of move. I mean, later on in further areas of the game, that happens when you fight mage-type enemies and all that sort of fun stuff. Did I just go around in a circle? Yes, I just went around in a fetching circle. Death to you, game! Why must you be so... See? Alright. That, I just got lucky with. Yeah, I just got lucky with this laser gate, because this right here is a laser gate. Can actually hit you with it. So, yeah. I technically sequence break there. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to find your way around this maze to get to that little thing, and yeah. But I think with that, I should be able to get out of here. Hopefully. Out of this floor and onto the next floor. I think we have one more floor like this. Yeah, and then we'll pretty much be scot-free. And I don't care about my bonus board. I just ran away from that fight. I probably didn't... I don't think I mentioned this, but if you do run away from battles in this game, your bonus board does break. Whatever you have on it, it does break. All I had on it was just some regeneration crap. And all that, so it's not that... Ooh, there's a healing thingy in here? There's a healing spot right here. Sweet! Cool. So, yeah, if you guys want to, for some odd reason, be sadistic... Well, is it sadistic or masochistic? I think it's masochistic. Inflict pain on yourselves, torture yourselves. You could go and grind around in here. However, me... I will choose to actually get through this place in a reasonable amount of time. Unfortunately, that time is not going to be happening anytime soon because I glanced at my clock and right now I'm sitting at 20 minutes. However, ow, freaking walls, death to you. However, I still need to cut out a couple battles and all that fun stuff. Oh, hello, brand new enemy. I don't like this guy, but I shall show him because he's a brand new enemy and he will kick your butt if you are not careful. Thankfully, I did get a free heal out of that heal point. And get back here, you stupid fetching crap. I should upgrade my Force Breaker because that is a long-range attack, and it will probably be a lot better for this guy. However, it's not as powerful as Galvanic Shock, even if I do upgrade it. So, oh, hey! Dragon General is actually silenced. That is pretty darn cool. Anyway, goodbye to you, and that is the Dragon General in a nutshell. If you don't stun lock him or silence him or gang up on him, he can utterly kill you. Fortunately or unfortunately for me, because I can't get through this place worth a darn, I'm actually over leveled because I'm fighting a whole lot more stuff. Ooh, Mind Flare. What Mind Flare does is if you activate it during battle, you'll actually get, you have to put it on your mage people like Lim, or there's two other mage type people that will be able to get that, will be able to learn that skill. Basically what it does is it raises your intellect, basically your magic damage by either 200 or 300%. However, it will raise your MP cost for spells, whatever, for I think it's like 3 times. I do remember it being 3 times on the MP. I can't remember if it's 200% or 300% on the int stat at all. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to make this one episode a long episode. I want to get out of here. I don't care about this place. I left this to a point where I wanted to record so I wouldn't start complaining. However, I have nasty memories of this place, and I really don't care about this place right now. I could say screw it and say death to you and all that. Yes, that is exactly why I don't like this place. This place right here, I don't think... Oh, there is a place over there that you can introduce fog. However, it's kind of not really necessary because... Yeah. Or at least I don't think so. Because I know where all the laser walls are. You just have to be a little bit more cunning in order to get around them. The laser walls just basically go in a crisscross along the room here, and they don't shut down. The only way to get around them is to go down here in this little central place that is slowly rotating. Sweet. Alright. How do I get over to there? At least Tales of Graces doesn't have this freaking puzzle thing. You know, there's always at some point during a game, an RPG game, there's like this puzzle or maze or whatever that's really, really annoying. Yeah, this would have to be it. I don't care. There's longer places in this game, but this is the most annoying out of all those freaking places because, well, they're annoying. And not to mention, I'm probably... Yeah. Laser wall right there. How did I call that? I have no idea. Why am I even going for the treasure chest anyway? I'm not even going to do a 100% treasure chest run on this LP because there's places I'm not even going to go. Anyway, for your guys' viewing pleasure, I shall show you where the frickin' laser walls are. Even though I know exactly where all of them are. In this room anyway. Just because it's a simple pattern. If you get the pattern down in this room, you're pretty much good to go. Unfortunately, for me, I basically reduced the visibility level, so yeah, I can't really see where the hell I'm going right now. And yeah, all the treasure chests are open on this room, and we shall continue to head forward and get out of this blasted maze! Alright, I will say one thing here real quick. This is important to the storyline. This little cutscene right here. However, it is not voice act. I have no idea why the crap they decided not to voice act this scene, but it is important to the storyline, so people pay attention. So, where shall I begin? Bacchus, how about telling us exactly who you are first? I'm precisely who I said I am. I am Bacchus D79 of the Morphus. What's the Morphus? It's a very straightforward concept. Just as you and Mr. Edge are Earthlings, I am of a race known as the Morphus. I see. Baki, are all your friends huge and clunky and all boom too? I may not look it, but I am also a scientist. I lost the use of my body while in the process of fulfilling my duty, so I repaired it to what you see here. Your duty, you mentioned that earlier. The destruction of the epiphanies of guidance, correct? Indeed. That is part of my duty, but not its entirety. Leading the universe towards a just future for the sake of continued existence of all life. That is the duty of the Morphus. What's wrong? Your reaction does not surprise me. I could not blame you if you thought of us as megalomaniacs, posturizing as some kind of superior beings. However, we are not quite so arrogant. We are merely acting to escape our own destruction. The result will mean safety for all species, but the Morphos are at heart motivated by simple egotism. I see. Your lack of hypocritical selflessness does not make it easier to sympathize with your cause. I am honored that you understand. You said that you're acting to escape destruction? What are the epiphanies of guidance anyway? Are they so dangerous they could destroy the entire universe? I see. You too have a hearty appetite for knowledge, Miss Raimi. As you wish, I shall explain. To do so, I will need to begin with the history of the Cardianon. Until roughly 200 years ago, the Cardianon species had not even developed speech. 200 years? You're telling us that they built a civilization like this in only 200 years? Common sense would suggest that to be impossible. That is correct. But then objects that rendered common sense meaningless fell upon their planet from deep space. The epiphanies of guidance? Ding 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 ding, Raimi, you are correct. Precisely so. The Cardianon attained an anomalous rate of evolution and became a savage species with blind faith in the epiphanies. The epiphanies not only warped the Cardianon's natural course of evolution, but also took them from their home. Indeed, the planet Cardianon could not withstand the rigors of its rapidly advancing civilization and was destroyed. Consequently, the Cardianon are now a vagrant people, with no land to call their own. It's kind of sad. Don't really understand, but losing your home is no fun, Kay. I guess you might say the Cardianon were themselves victims at first. Cardianon are now actively seeking a new homeland, with this fortress as their mothership, which ultimately means invasion, I take it. That is something that cannot be condoned, no matter what the circumstances. And that is why I must destroy the Grigori. Grigori? We Morphos use the name Grigori to refer to the epiphanies of guidance. I trust you have seen the mutated Cardianon? Yes, enough to be sick of them. And that is the evolution the Grigori bring about. By bewitching minds and bewitching planets, they attempt to destroy the universe. It is my duty to destroy the Grigori and halt the expansion of that evolution. In that case, we'll help you, Bacchus. Yes, we shall. As long as these Grigori are around, what happened on Lemris will happen again, right? Proper evolution, the future of the universe. All that's way beyond me. But if there's one thing I know, it's that the pain our friend went through can't be allowed to happen again. Are you Mr. Edge, you are a straightforward man. In that way, you resemble Mr. Crow quite a bit. So it was Crow after all. You two invaded this ship and stirred things up together, right? My meeting with Mr. Crow was complete chance. I detected a distress signal from his ship while on my way here. Well, that lummox's making us all worry like this. Mr. Crow proposed that he and his crew join me in my mission to destroy the Grigori. But before even hearing my answer, he infiltrated this fortress along with his entire ship. By the time I had caught up and stopped him, he was already quite close to the central isolation chamber. It is conceivable that he might have been able to subdue the entire fortress alone. Sounds like quite amazing a person. Yeah, he's like a more potent version of Edge. No wonder why Edge has a man crush on him. No, I'm not anything like Crow, at least I don't think I am. Having said that, the Cardianon were equally tenacious. As a result, Mr. Crow's crew sustained injuries. Eventually we surrendered and were taken prisoner. Even so, I could not permit all of us to be killed. I had Mr. Crow and his crew escape from the facility while I created a diversion. And I can't believe you convinced him. As it is as you say, Mr. Edge, at first Mr. Crow is... Can we just quit talking and get to the friggin' plot already. Ah. But he analyzed the situation from every available angle and made the best possible choice to prevent annihilation. Mr. Crow is a passionate man, but he's also quite cool-headed. I imagine he's bringing my message to EN2, the Morpheus Center of Operations, as we speak. EN2? I'll explain it another time. Alright, right now we have more immediate concerns. Almost to the Grigori. Sweet. Finally! Yay! I can call this part done, finished, finite. Next part, we shall go through that door and face the boss of this place, guys. Anyway, this is UT Young for this, signing off, saying keep things frosty.